Welcome back to Full Course Scootering. Today we are talking about a very classic wheel. These are the Yak Flare wheels. Not really sure how you pronounce it. These wheels are a big classic, and you might be clicking on this video because maybe you rode these wheels back in the day. So I don't know a whole lot about why or how these wheels are back. All I know is they are being distributed by Brillo Brands, so they deal with Aztec and District, and now they carry Yak wheels. So I don't know if, because last time I remember Yak wasn't a thing for the longest time, so I don't know if Brillo Brands maybe found some like old stockpile Yak wheels that were in there, or maybe they bought the rights and are starting to make Yak again, or maybe Yak is just back. I don't know. Maybe they're back in business and doing stuff. I honestly don't know. If you know any more than I do, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually kind of curious on why or how these wheels are back. I picked these up at the Grove Skate Shop, which is a local shop in Blackfoot, Idaho. Shout out to Levi for hooking it up. If you need any of if you want a set of these wheels, you can always stop by there. Give them a call. You can look them up on the internet. They can ship it out to you if you want a set of these. I believe they have one more gold pair and two purple pairs. So they all have the white urethane, but the other pair just has a purple rim instead of the gold rim. So I believe you can pick these up for about 30 bucks for the set. I believe you can still find a bunch of Yak wheels that is on eBay as well. So if you're looking for maybe just like a budget wheel, or even just kind of a collector's item, yeah, you can go to the Grove and pick yourself up a pair. And there's probably lots of maybe used ones that are on eBay as well. These wheels only come in 110 by 24 millimeters wide. Because I'm pretty sure that this specific style of wheel from Yak came out around like 2012 or 2013 maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. I just remember riding a pair of these back then, and maybe it was like 2011. So we're gonna throw these bad boys on and give them a test and let you know what some decade-old wheels kind of feel like. Well, close to a decade at least. Alright, we back here at the studio. Let's talk about these here Yak Flare wheels. Starting off, I am going to weigh them because I did not weigh them before, so that way everybody has a representation on what they weigh. So these wheels weigh 15 ounces flat. So that means they weigh pretty much the exact same weight as a 110 by 24 hollow core. Obviously all the cutouts in the rim are going to make it much lighter than if it was just a full core, just a full solid piece of metal. So we'll get on to the performance of these wheels. So when I got them, so the Grove Skate Shop has the gold ones like I have here, and they have the purple. For some reason the purple ones have bearings in them and the gold ones didn't. So I actually bought some lucky bearings to put in here. The urethane feels a little harder than other wheels out there. Could be just because they're an older wheel and maybe they made them a little bit harder back in the day. They're actually pretty grippy, even if you're on a smooth surface. But they also slide very well on like rails and ledges and stuff like that. The only thing that feels kind of weird about the urethane is it feels, I don't know what the right word would be, chalky, or kind of, they feel like they would chunk really easily. If you kind of like, taking my fingernail and kind of rubbing it around on it, it feels, it feels kind of like gritty. I don't know. But I mean, these wheels are probably like a decade old. The technology is, at least. So, where you see where the small circles are drilled out next to the big circles, those little tiny spokes right there in between would actually crack. And I know a lot of people out there actually snap these wheels. Like the whole rim would actually kind of break off on the inside. So, looking at them, I don't see any cracks on them yet. I remember the pair that I had were actually cracked, but they never actually broke on me. So, that is a good thing. But I also weighed a lot less than I weigh now. I'm kind of a chungus nowadays, so maybe eventually they will break on me. Another thing that I thought was really weird about these, and I know Proto does this as well, and I don't really understand why, is you have you know how scooter wheels have the one side that has like the weird little shaved spot? So it'll be, I don't know if you can see it. So the one side has like that kind of, you can feel the ring on it where they've shaved the excess urethane off, and then the other side is just smooth. They only printed their little crown logos on the side that didn't have the shaved spot on it. So this side has no print on it, but this side does. And I know Proto does that as well, and I don't understand why, because, you know, pretty much all wheels out there you can print on both sides. So I don't, like, I understand that it like wears off, but for getting a brand new wheel, it just has like a better look to it. It looks like it's just more professionally made and just has a better look to it. So I don't really know why that Proto and Yak does that, or did that. So when I was younger, when I rode these wheels, I never really cared for the way that they looked. I didn't think that they were that cool. But now that I've gotten older, I don't know, I think the rim style is super cool. Like they look honestly so much different than other wheels out there. I don't know, I guess it's just like a classic look to it, and a lot of companies have kind of gone away from that look, and I kind of miss it. So I kind of want companies out there to kind of bring back the full core style. I think that's about everything I have to talk about these wheels. Obviously, they're probably not going to be the best wheels out there just because the technology is kind of older than the wheels that are coming out nowadays, but for a budget wheel, and if you need a quick set of wheels, or maybe you just want to build an old school setup that maybe you rode back in the day and you had these wheels or something like that. Yeah, they're a budget wheel, and they're kind of a, I don't want to say like a collector's item, but they're just kind of an old, well-known wheel if you rode back in the early 2000s. Early 2010s, actually. So, yeah, definitely a cool wheel to pick up and check out. Not very expensive, so like I said, if you are maybe a kid out there whose parents doesn't like to buy you scooter parts because they're expensive, these are a good budget option to go with because they're only like $30 or something like that. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of a classic comeback, I guess. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Yeah, let me know what you think of the Yak Fleur wheels. Have you ridden a pair before? Are you currently riding a pair? Have you gotten a pair? Let me know in the comments below. And until the next video, you have a good one.